Hey guys, it's been a long time since my last logbook diary, so long story short, I'm alive. We didn't know that we won't be technically diving off of Mexico. So this was a 28 boat hour ride away from mainland Mexico to reach this area called Socorro Islands. And from there, we drove another 10 hours to reach the farthest point of the dive site. It's called Roca Partida. It means parted rock. And it's not an island, it's a volcano that erupted from underwater, and what we see on the surface is a lava. And this is the second farthest dive site from mainland in the world. So yeah, if I knew, I don't know if I would have said yes so quickly. And especially after just getting certified, like there were lots of divers who've been diving for like 20 years, and some people got like advanced diving just for this trip, so it was hard. A few things to note from this trip was I was on the liveaboard, basically not like stepping on the mainland or any kind of land for 9 days, stuck with like 30 people on the boat. I mean, had a great time. And thank God the food was amazing by amazing Tony Chef, or Chef Tony. And it was really challenging because we weren't diving off of the cruise boat. We got on this balloon boat called Pangos, and then we drove into the middle of the ocean, and then we have to flip backwards and go inside. And to dive without any reference point like rope or land, it was also challenging because first of all, you have to be able to try to go down by yourself, and a lot of things are important. It's very scientific actually, because you have to have weights on you, the weight belt, and if you're weighted incorrectly, or especially if it's too light, then you won't be able to go down even as you deflate all the way. So a lot of times my diving guide had to like pull me down because I wasn't being able to like get myself down even with all the air out. So I added 2 more pounds later on. Just so you know, I wore a 7 mil in the Pacific Ocean, because that's where we were diving, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, with a 9-pound weight belt. And then equalizing was really hard. So my ear kept hurting, and that was a problem because diving is a very group activity. So I didn't want to have everyone waiting for me so that I could equalize. So I had to learn how to equalize better. But just so you guys know, don't rush any process just because you feel bad, because that's the worst case. Safety first. And then sometimes we wouldn't have any reference, not even the island or the Roca Partida. So 360 degrees, like all over was just water. Like, and you couldn't see the bottom, the bottomless ocean. So it was quite an experience, but I loved the whole challenge. And the best part was being able to like interact with the manta. Mantas are very spiritual and amazing creatures. They're technically fish, so they're like flying fish, and they're like 15 to 20 feet, 22 feet big. And their eyes, I don't know why, but it reminded me of like an elephant, because it was so kind and soulful, and it felt like it was just looking right into my soul. And they came like this close. I think one like touched my nose. So we're not technically supposed to touch them, but I really wanted to. And one of them like stuck with us and kept coming back and again and again and again the whole diving hour. So we named her Manta Lisa. Anyway, that's a little bit about my diving trip. It was amazing. I think people were asking like, would you do it again? Yes, maybe, but I think it was one of those experiences where I don't have to do it again. Like it's changed me in such a deep way that I feel strong. Oh, it got cut off. Well, where was I? Yeah, if you went 111 feet underwater in the middle of the Pacific Ocean interacting with manta rays, I guess it does change you quite a bit. And if you've been watching so far, there's a quick update. So you guys know that I've been really promoting holistic health and been like offering classes and talking about it. So I will be studying Eastern medicine, which includes acupuncture and herbal medicine, starting July. I will be going through all the masters and maybe a doctorate program and be taking the license test. That is the curriculum and the route. We'll see how it goes. You know, you never know with life, but that is my next step so that I could incorporate health and art, writing, everything that I'm passionate about. I don't want to like pigeonhole or kind of like say that this is what I'm about, but for now I can say with confidence that I want to continue writing and acting in stories and narratives that promote health. And health for me is when your mind, body, spirit, and soul is all connected together and integrated in a collective community. So any stories, any narratives, and also knowledge and practice that promotes that, I am all for it. If you are working on any projects that is within that philosophy and direction, then let me know. Otherwise, I will be continuing my studies so that I can, to be honest, sustain this artist life. Some of you are so talented and can juggle a lot of things, but as a 1.5 generation, which with no roots, for me it's important to establish my roots, and I'm not ashamed to say that. That is something that I need to establish in the States, is my roots. I have been very rootless for a very long time, a perpetual nomadic life, which is also its own merit, but I realized for me, in order to grow, I want to plant deeper roots. I'll end with this. I kind of explained this to a lot of my international friends, that the reason I want to be rooted is so that even if I get uprooted and moved somewhere else, whether Korea or anywhere else in the world, maybe Paris, that I will have grown more in a community. So let's say if I have deeper roots here in LA, then even if I move later on, my plant, who I am as a person, my character, my knowledge, everything will be more mature and more grown, so that even if I have to uproot, I will continue growing. Whereas if I continue moving communities, friend groups, whatever, career, then I don't have the opportunity to grow and stay in the uncomfortable and discomfort and pain. A lot of growing pains are really hard, but I think it allows us to mature and learn a lot by kind of just sometimes staying in that painful situation, whether that's uncertainty or mundanity or anxiety. So just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for watching such a long video. I just wanted to give you some updates. Right now I am in the hammock for my Heal with Hammock class that I'm holding private lessons for. Usually I'm here Mondays to Fridays, opening up my time to teach private lessons, usually a low hammock. The low hammock allows us to be safe and still do all these relaxing poses. And I look forward to working with you. And yeah, thank you for continuing to watch my content and support me and creating a beautiful collective society. See you soon.